Hello, my name is Ben Mastracco of Ben Mastracco Food Coaching and of course Comedy Kitchen, and I'm going to show you how to make some mushroom avocado tacos in 15 minutes, or at least I'm going to try. Let's see how it goes. All right, setting the timer for 15 minutes. Okay, here we go. All right, so I'm going to start by heating my pan up here. I'm going to tell you guys what I'm doing first, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit more about why I'm doing this once I've got things in sort of a good place here. So I didn't really go shopping for this. I'm kind of just pulling from everything that I have in my fridge right now, which is kind of a random assortment of things, but always got onions on hand. Onions are always going to be delicious in everything. So I'm going to start by chopping half an onion. So I've got my onion half here. I'm going to peel it. I usually just throw away this first big sort of outer layer of the onion. Onions are cheap, so I don't try to get everything out of it necessarily. So, okay, onion, we are going to chop this by making some nice incisions there. 1, 2, and 3. Maybe not all of you chop your onions like this, but this is the fastest way to do it. So I'll tell you a little bit about why I'm doing this. So as many of you know, if you know me, I cook a lot. I teach people how to cook. I teach people how to do plant-based stuff. I teach people how to meal plan and all of that. And I work with a variety of people. And I have classes that I run every Friday night, virtual plant-based cooking classes. And recently I've gotten sort of multiple requests for people saying, basically like, hey, I'm cooking for one. I don't want to make a full production for one person. And so they're looking for really simple, easy stuff to do. So my pan is heated up here. I'm going to add some olive oil. Using a stainless steel pan here, so always good to let your pan heat up and then heat up your olive oil, which is going to slow us down a little bit today, but we'll see. We're going to see how it goes. I don't know if I'm going to do this in 15 minutes or not. I'll give these a few more chops. So anyways, yeah, basically people have said, I'm cooking for one. I don't want to make a whole big production. Do you have any recipes that are just super easy and fast and no fuss? And I absolutely do. And even what I'm doing now can be made simple. But what I also like to show people is that when you have your rhythm in the kitchen a little bit, things get faster, things get easier, things get more fun. Because when you're good at something, or when it's faster and easier, it becomes more fun kind of naturally, right? Plus, the food is usually good. All right, so I should probably let this heat up for another minute or two, but we're on a time crunch. So let's go ahead and add our onion in here right now. So half an onion going into the pan. Actually, that sounds like it was pretty well heated. I'm gonna turn my heat down to medium high here. And yeah, just to reiterate, I don't have this recipe written down. This is not something that I have created and I'm now showing you how to make it. I looked in the fridge and was like, what do I have? I have this random assortment of stuff that works well in a taco form. And there's a few things, corn tortillas I tend to just have on hand a lot. Onions I have on hand, and then it turns into like, how else can I fill out a taco? So I've got some onions going here, and that's gonna be what I do here first. And I'm gonna season these with a sprinkle of salt. And I'm gonna measure all this out as I go along so I can kind of record this for you all after this. And to be honest, I don't even know if it's gonna be a great recipe or not. But if it's not, I probably won't post this video. So we'll just assume that it was good if you're watching this video right now. All right, so onions going. I'm just going to give those a minute or so here. Garlic would be a great addition to this, but I'm trying to keep things simple, so I'm not going to do garlic today. What I've got is some pre-sliced mushrooms. I've got an avocado. I have got some cilantro. And I've got half of a nice heirloom tomato. It's summer, so tomatoes are in season, so this is going to be really, really good here. I think. I'm assuming so, right? All right. So onions have a decent little cook. They've softened up just a little bit. In the interest of time, I'm just gonna add these mushrooms. And I'm not even gonna chop these up any further. I think actually in taco form, it'll be good to have a very sort of like meaty, hearty mushroom in there, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and add all of these, add all the rest. This was like a full pound, but I used about half of it previously. So I added about 8 ounces of sliced mushrooms here. And I know I've read some articles of like aficionados who are like, you should never get your mushrooms pre-cut. Like that's not the right way to do things. And I don't really care. I do them sliced all the time because it makes your life easier. And that's what we're here for on this 15-minute video, to make life a little easier, right? I will also add, I've done this like as a live stream in the past, and I'm not doing this live right now just because I get distracted with the comments and with the things pop up on Facebook, and I'm just like, what's happening right now? So I'm just trying to keep myself focused and in my zone here so I can actually get through this in 15 minutes and not make an idiot out of myself. But sometimes that can be a tall task for me. So we're gonna see how this goes. So mushrooms getting a little bit cooked, and I'll walk you through kind of the rest of what I'm gonna do here. Basically, this is gonna be more of my filling. I'm gonna top that with some avocado. I'm gonna chop up this half of a tomato here, add some cilantro, and then I'll add some pumpkin seeds for a little protein, a little crunch. I love these, they're so good on everything. I would have loved to do like black bean mushroom tacos. That would have made a lot of sense here, but I didn't have a can of mushrooms. So we're working with what we got today. So I'm gonna go rinse this really quickly. And we're gonna chop this up into some nice pieces. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did with my onion here, basically. Give it a couple of incisions. Sort of a pico de gallo style small dice, you could say here, right? I don't always like to cook with fresh tomatoes, mostly because I feel like they kind of have a short window of time where they're good. I go buy these tomatoes at the farmer's market, and I feel like a day, 2 days go by, or 3 days go by maybe, and all of a sudden they're kind of mushy and mealy, and I don't like to buy them when they're not in summer. I'm really excited for these mushrooms here, these tomatoes here. All right, mushrooms getting cooked. Let's see if I can do a little action or a little shot here. Let's see if this is clear. Mushrooms, onions in the pan, just a little bit of salt. And yeah, that just ruined the camera. Okay. It's 15 minutes. This is live, people. Anything can happen. This is live, right? Okay. Let me move this a little bit so you can see me. And let's do a quick 7 minutes here. We got 7 minutes left. It's getting tight. It's going to be against the wire. All right. All right, so let's add some chili powder. I'm going to do maybe a teaspoon of my giant container of chili powder here. Because a teaspoon is about all I have left in here. Let's do a little oregano, about another teaspoon or so. A little Mexican oregano, give it a nice little herbiness. It's going to complement the mushrooms really, really well. A little bit of cumin or cumin. I never feel totally confident in pronouncing it either way. So just know, even a food professional like me sometimes is like, what do I call this? I like to do a little less. Cumin is so strong, so I'll do maybe a half a teaspoon of cumin. And that's probably plenty, but because I didn't have much chili powder, I'm gonna add a little bit of paprika, which I should probably have done in the beginning because paprika is like my favorite spice ever. I think it just makes everything taste better. So let's do about another teaspoon of paprika. Smoked paprika is always good if you got it. That's slightly different. All right, I'm gonna turn my heat down a little bit here. And we have 6 minutes left. And I would say this probably needs 5 minutes or so to finish cooking. So we're gonna be tight. We're gonna see how this goes. All right, so I've got some cilantro. I'm just gonna cut a little bit of this off and give it a quick rinse here. I'm gonna be off camera. All right, a lot of people ask me about the sort of stems of the cilantro, and I try to peel away some of the bigger stems, but the stems are so sort of tender on cilantro, I don't really worry about it. So let's just give this sort of a very rough chop here. I don't know how much cilantro. This is probably about a half a cup of loosely packed cilantro. Probably a bit more actually, but I don't think I'm going to use all of it for this recipe. This is looking pretty good actually. I'm pretty happy where this is at. Let's give it a pinch more salt. Let the mushrooms get some of that flavor. And actually, you know what? We're gonna pull out one of my secret ingredients. Hold on, really quickly. I've got a secret ingredient. We're gonna do a splash of soy sauce. Soy sauce just adds that savoriness, that meatiness. It's gonna go really well in sort of a vegetarian taco. Let's do about a teaspoon, or just a few splashes, as you saw me. All right, so I got 4 minutes left, and I still gotta assemble these tacos. So let's get some tortillas ready to go here. So let's do a few tortillas. We're just gonna do the fast method of heating these up, put them on a plate. I'm gonna cover these with a moist paper towel. I know not everybody loves that word, moist, but it's the best way to describe it. So paper towel on top of tortillas. And I microwave this for, let's say, 15 seconds. I'm gonna flip my stack, do it again. And these are looking pretty good here. They are looking pretty cooked. In fact, I think this is done. I'm gonna turn this off. Right. So now what I like to do here basically is flip my stack. I probably could do it a little bit longer with the amount of tortillas I have. So let's actually go, because we only have 3 minutes, we're gonna bump this to 30 seconds. I hope I'm not gonna over steam these here. Basically that's what we're doing, is we're steaming them, right? All right, got my avocado here still too. So let's get this avocado ready to rock. All right, now what I like doing, the way I like, if you're not going for prettiness, you just take this out, you put it on your taco. I'm gonna make this a little pretty. So I just cut it in half, and now I'm gonna peel this layer back. And I've got 2 minutes here, people. 2 minutes. All right, and then I'm gonna slice it. And this avocado was a little overripe, so my slices didn't turn out quite as pretty as I was hoping, but that's all right. Okay. And okay, tortillas are good. As I suspected, maybe slightly over-steamed, but that's okay. So I got 4 tortillas here. Let's remove one of these guys. Okay, we're down to 1 minute. Can I do this? Mushroom and onions on the tortilla. We'll do some avocado. Okay, 30 seconds. All right, we're getting down there. I thought it would be a little faster, but here we go. Avocado, used a half an avocado. We're gonna top this with some tomatoes, 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 fresh cilantro, 10 seconds, people, and some pumpkin seeds. And there you have it. 15 minutes on the dot. I suppose we could call it 15 and a half minutes because I'm still going to give it a shake of some hot sauce because I'm a hot sauce fiend. I love this stuff. But here, check this out. These are some pretty looking tacos. Not too bad, right? Not too shabby at all. And minimal mess, not much here because I didn't have to do too much. But there you have it. So, you know, there's so many people that think cooking has to be so time consuming and that it's challenging, especially to eat healthy and that sort of thing. But really, all this is super healthy here and it's gonna be super tasty, especially when I put a little splash of hot sauce on there. And, you know, usually I don't like to eat on camera because I know some people don't like that, but every time I watch a cooking show, they eat on camera. So let's try this and see how it is, because I don't know. I just made this up on the fly, right? Let's give this a shot. It's a good taco. You get this nice sort of savoriness from the mushrooms. You get a little bit of moisture from the tomatoes, that freshness too, and the freshness from the cilantro. Little avocado. I would say some black beans would make it feel like a more complete full meal, but the pumpkin seeds add a really lovely crunch and texture as well. That's a good taco. And I did this in under 15 minutes, and you could probably pretty easily feed 2 people or even a family of 4 in 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes if you've got a family of 4. But that's pretty good. That's a good taco, and yeah, I didn't have anything planned here for how I was going to end this video because again, I just decided to do this with what I had on hand. But we've got some 15-minute mushroom avocado tacos. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm going to post the recipe. Well, let me know if you want the recipe here, I should say, and I'll hook you up with it. And yeah, if you got any requests, hit me up. Let me know in the comments here, and I will try to do more of these for all my folks that want fast, super easy meals. I'll be trying to do some more 15-minute meals here in the future. So be on the lookout for that. And thanks for joining me, everybody. I'm going to go enjoy these tacos. So I will see y'all later.